They say your first $100,000 is the hardest. It feels slow, frustrating, and at times, almost impossible. But here's the secret. Once you hit that milestone, everything changes. Momentum and compounding finally kick in, and the journey gets easier. That's why I call it the wealth ladder. 7 clear, actionable steps that will take you from zero to your first $100,000. If you follow them in order and avoid the common traps, you'll climb with confidence. Ready? Let's start with step 1, building your safety net. The first step on the wealth ladder is building your safety net. Before you even think about investing or chasing higher income, you need to protect yourself from life's inevitable curveballs. This safety net is your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses set aside in cash or a high-yield savings account that you can access quickly. I'm talking about rent, food, utilities, transportation, the absolute basics that keep your life running. Why is this so critical? Because without it, one single unexpected event, a sudden car repair, a medical bill, or losing your job, can completely wipe out your progress and push you straight into debt. And debt is like climbing this ladder with heavy weights tied to your ankles. Think of your safety net as your financial seatbelt. It's not designed to make you rich, but it keeps you secure so you can keep climbing without falling. Start small if you have to. Even $500 is a fantastic start. Then, build it steadily until you reach that 3 to 6 month cushion. Once your safety net is in place, you've built the foundation. And with that strong foundation, you're ready for step 2, eliminating high-interest debt. Step 2 on the wealth ladder is eliminating high-interest debt. If step 1 was about protecting yourself, this step is all about cutting the anchor that's holding you back. I'm talking about things like credit cards and payday loans, which often charge 15, 20, even 25% interest. That means every dollar you owe is actively growing against you, faster than most investments could ever grow for you. Think about it this way. Paying off a credit card with 20% interest is like getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. You will never find that kind of guaranteed return in the stock market. The strategy here is simple. List all your debts, identify the ones with the highest interest rates first, and attack them aggressively while making minimum payments on everything else. Every single balance you clear frees up your cash flow and removes a huge amount of stress. Once those high-interest debts are gone, you'll feel lighter, more in control, and finally ready to build wealth instead of just fighting to stay afloat. And that brings us to step 3, mastering your cash flow. Step 3 on the wealth ladder is mastering your cash flow. You can think of cash flow as the lifeblood of your entire financial journey. If you don't know where your money is going, you can't control it. And if you can't control it, you definitely can't grow it. The goal here is very simple. Create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is the fuel for all your saving and investing. Without it, you'll stay stuck no matter how much money you make. Start by tracking your income and expenses. You don't need a complicated system. An app, a simple spreadsheet, or even a notebook will work just fine. The key is awareness. Once you actually see where your money is going, you'll immediately spot the leaks, subscriptions you don't use, impulse spending, or daily habits that are slowly draining your cash. A simple framework like the 50/30/20 rule can help. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for saving and investing. But the exact numbers matter less than the habit of consistently setting money aside. When you master your cash flow, you're no longer guessing. You're in control. And that control is what allows you to move to step 4, growing your income. Step 4 on the wealth ladder is growing your income. Let's be real. You can only cut your expenses so far, but your potential to earn more money has no ceiling. If you want to accelerate your path to that first $100,000, you need to focus on increasing what comes in. This could mean asking for a raise at your current job, learning new skills to qualify for higher-paying roles, freelancing in your spare time, or starting a side hustle. Even an extra few $100s a month, when invested consistently, can snowball into tens of thousands of dollars over time. The key is to treat your income like a tool. Don't just spend the extra money. Channel it directly into your savings and investments. That way, every raise you get, every side hustle you start, every new stream of income becomes powerful fuel for your climb up the ladder. And by the way, if you're finding this series useful so far, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button so you can follow along as we climb the rest of the ladder together. We're only halfway up, And the next steps are where your money really starts working for you. Because once you've boosted your income, the next step is making sure that money actually grows. And that's where step 5 comes in, investing consistently. Step 5 on the wealth ladder is where your money finally starts working for you, investing consistently. Saving keeps you safe, but investing is what makes you wealthy. The single biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time to invest. The truth is, the perfect time is right now. Markets will always go up and down, but time in the market beats timing the market every single time. Start simple. Focus on low-cost index funds or ETFs that automatically spread your money across hundreds of different companies. Then, automate your contributions so that investing happens in the background, without you even having to think about it. Even small, regular amounts add up over time, because the magic of compounding turns steady contributions into exponential growth. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building wealth quietly and systematically in the background while you live your life. Stay consistent, stay patient, and let time do the heavy lifting. And if you've been following along, you can see how each step builds on the last. You've protected yourself, cleared debt, mastered your cash flow, grown your income, and now you're investing. Next, we'll take it further with step 6, scaling your income streams. Step 6 on the wealth ladder is scaling your income streams. By now, you've built a strong foundation, you've cleared your debt, you've mastered your cash flow, you've grown your income, and you've started investing. The next level is diversification, because relying on just one paycheck is incredibly risky. Think of it this way. If one stream of income suddenly dries up, you don't want your entire financial life to collapse with it. That's why wealthy people focus on building multiple streams of income. This could be turning a side hustle into a small business, creating digital products, investing in rental properties, or even reinvesting profits from your main job into assets that generate their own cash flow. The goal isn't to juggle 10 different hustles at once. It is to create a few reliable streams that complement each other. Start with one, build it until it's stable, and then add another. Over time, these streams stack together, giving you both security and acceleration on your path to $100,000. And remember, every extra stream you create doesn't just add income, it multiplies your options. That's what makes this step so powerful. Once you've built and scaled multiple streams, you're ready for the final step, the one that ties everything together. Step 7, the final step on the wealth ladder, is patience, letting compounding and time do the heavy lifting. By now, you've built your safety net, cleared your debt, mastered your cash flow, grown your income, started investing, and even scaled multiple income streams. The final step isn't about doing more, it's about staying consistent. Compounding is a simple but incredibly powerful concept. Your money earns returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. Over years, this snowball effect transforms your steady contributions into exponential growth. That's why your first $100,000 feels like the hardest climb, but each milestone after that comes faster and faster as the momentum builds. The wealthy understand this. They don't chase quick wins or panic at every market dip. They play the long game, trusting that time and consistency will multiply their efforts. Wealth grows quietly in the background while you focus on living your life. So once you've reached this step, your job isn't to reinvent the wheel. It's to stay disciplined, keep investing, and give compounding the time it needs to work its magic. That's how you turn your first $100,000 into the foundation for lasting wealth. But the journey doesn't stop at $100,000. The real question is, how do you turn that into $1 million? That's exactly what we'll cover in the next video. So keep climbing. Your wealth journey is just getting started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.